This is our first video for proportional relationships, target 2. We are going to learn to identify proportional relationships from bivariate data. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but it's not too bad. So let's get started. Number 1, Robert bought 2 movie tickets for $10. Dion spent $20 on 4 movie tickets. So we're just going to fill out what we know into this table. So 2 tickets for $10. Actually, let's do it the other way. 2 tickets for $10 and then 4 tickets for $20. We're always going to label our tables because that helps you know that these are X values and Y values and how they're going to lie on a coordinate plane. So the question it's asking is on number 2, it says, how do we find the price of 1 movie ticket? So to find unit rate, what we have to do is Y divided by X. All right, so we're going to do Y, which is 10 divided by 2. That gives us 5. We could also do the other set they have, $20 for 4 tickets. That also gives us 5. So 10 divided by 2 is 5, and 20 divided by 4 is 5. So the price of 1 movie ticket, is $5. 1 ticket, $5. Basically, what we're doing is we are figuring out if these are equivalent ratios or fractions, because that's what shows a proportional relationship. We know that 1/5 is equal to 2/10 is equal to 4/20, and we could just keep on scaling up forever. So it would also be equal to 8 over 40. I'm just timesing by the same number, multiplying by the same number. I could do it times 4, times 5, as long as I do it to both numerator and denominator. And I could multiply by 2 again and get 16 over 80. I could multiply by 2 again. Oh, I won't because my screen starts to get messed up there. But you get my point. We could just go on and on and on and scale up and down. If I wanted to scale down, I would divide by 2 over and over again. So a proportional relationship is a relationship between two numbers where one number is a constant multiple of the other number. In other words, it's an equivalent relationship. So it's an equivalent ratio or fraction. Ratio, fraction. It wouldn't be one of my videos if my screen did not let me do what I wanted it to let me do. Ratio / fraction. So I put in fraction all the way over here, but you should do it right next to the slash. All right. So flipping over to page 2. Nina walks on a path around the pond at the city park. When she walks around the path 1 time, she has completed 1 lap. The table shows the distance Nina walks based on the number of laps she completes. So here we go. We're always going to label X and Y. 2 laps is 1 mile. 4 laps is 2 miles. So basically what we're doing is finding the unit rate. So we're going to do Y over X, because that's how we find the unit rate. So 1 divided by 2, 1 mile, 2 laps, equals 0.5. 4 miles, 2 laps. No, 2 miles, 4 laps also equals 0.5. So we did that already. So 4 is 1 divided by 2. Up here we found out it's 0.5. On number 5, it asks 2 miles divided by 4 laps is 0.5 or half a mile per lap. So the ratios in the table show or do not show a proportional relationship. They do show a proportional relationship because they're the same. The relationship is the same. The unit rate in a proportional relationship is called the constant of proportionality. I know that's long. Oh, come on. Proportionality. Okay, there we go. So the unit rate in a proportional relationship is called the constant of proportionality. So the constant of proportionality in this problem is 0.5. That is the rate of change or the unit rate. The constant of proportionality, it's how much it's changing each time. Oh, my mouse isn't letting me move. Okay. So number 9. Luis is learning to play Spanish guitar from his grandfather. The table shows the total number of hours he practiced over 3 days. So again, we mark y over x. To find the unit rate or constant of proportionality, we're going to do y divided by x. So y value over x value, y value over x value, and y value over x value. So type those in your calculators. 1.5 divided by 1 is 1.5. 3.0 or 3 divided by 2 is also 1.5. 4.5 divided by 2 is 1.5. So how many hours did he practice on day 1? 1.5 hours. Over the first 2 days, he practiced blank hours per day. So he didn't practice 3 hours on day 2. He added to his 1.5 hours. So he just practiced 1.5 hours on day 2. And same thing on day 4. He added another 1.5 hours. So on day 1, he did 1.5. Day 2, he added another 1.5. Day 3, he added another 1.5. So the unit rate is 1.5 for each time period. So the relationship is proportional. The constant of proportionality, which is the same as the unit rate, is 1.5. All right, number 15. I do want to know if there's no it's not proportional. There will be no constant of proportionality. So if the numbers are different, the relationship is different. Constant of proportionality. All right, number 15. Tony practices the piano 6 days a week. The table shows the number of hours she practiced 1 week. So over 2 days, she practiced 1 hour. So again, we have x and y. We're going to do y over x to find our constant of proportionality or unit rate. So it's 1 over 2, 1 hour over 2 days. The next one is 3 hours over 4 days, 5 hours over 6 days. So we're going to type all those in. 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. Come on. 3 divided by 4, that's 0.75. 5 divided by 6 is 0.8333, repeating. All right, so over 2 days, Tony had practiced blank hours per day. So over 2 days, up here we have 2, she practiced 1 hour per day. No, wait. She practiced 0.5 hours per day. A total of 1 hour over 2 days. Over 4 days, she had practiced blank hours per day. So 4 days, we did 3 over 4, we got 0.75. The unit rate is not the same. All of these are not the same. So therefore, the relationship is not, is not proportional. So go ahead and flip over the next page. Harper recently started a babysitting job. She puts money in a savings account each week from her earnings. The table shows shows the total amount in Harper's account each week after she makes a deposit. So this is a horizontal table. X and Y go like that. So to find the amount she saved in 1 week, we're going to do 25 over 1. In 2 weeks, we're going to do 45 over 2, 75 over 3, and then we calculate that. So 25 divided by 1 is 25. 45 divided by 2 is 22.5. 75 divided by 3, that's 25. So the amount saved in 1 week is 25. The amount saved over a 2-week period is 22.5 or 2250 if you want to be precise there. 2250. So the amount saved in 1 week is not the same as the amount saved per week over, let's should say 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So if it's not the same, if these numbers are not all the same, even though 2 of them are the same, 1 of them is not. So they are not proportional. So which statement tells why the amount Harper saves is not proportional to the number of weeks? Because the amount she saved in 1 week, week 1 she saved 25, is not the same as the amount saved per week over 2 weeks, which was 22.5. All right, so this is the end of video 1. I want you guys to mark that on here, end of video 1, so you know which video to start up on. So once you have that done, you can stop and start video 2.